Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Stocks by Request and an update on what's happening on the Fed, also what's happening on pizza, and also giving you an update on the PSEi as well. So there's a lot of news happening in the market over the past just a couple of hours though, one of which is the Fed hike. What's interesting about the Fed hike is a lot of people were already expecting, a lot of analysts were already projecting that the Fed would increase the rates. So what we're seeing right now is the Fed increasing it by 0.25 basis points, which brings their interest rates to around 0.5 to 0.75%. So in terms of how the U.S. economy is doing, this is actually a good step in their direction. This gives the PSEi, this gives the U.S. economy a show that they're actually telling the world that, hey, our economy is better already, that we have the confidence to increase our rates already. They're seeing unemployment getting better as compared to where it was before. So who would not like also an economy that's performing better? A better performing economy would also in a way be good for the Philippines, because it will help also our exports, meaning more trades will probably happen there. It can also expand OFW remittances even more, and BPO revenue would continue to increase if more companies in the US also become profitable as well. So what are you seeing now? You're seeing the markets being pummeled down because of, again, the negative sentiment, which is something that I mentioned over and over, that's already expected every time the Fed would raise rates. So as bonds appreciate, more people would want to go to fixed interest as some sort of fixed income for them already. So what you're seeing now is something that could be expected in our markets. Plus, as what I've mentioned, that the market has been bearish for quite some time already. So what can you expect? A market that's bearish will just continue to go down until something shifts. So nothing has shifted. This adds negative sentiment to something that's already going down. So we have to wait and see until probably more companies would release better than expected results next year already. So that's the update on the Fed. Another thing that you might consider for the Fed hikes as well is that they might increase the hikes to 2 to 3 times next year already. So we're expecting bigger hikes, something that a lot of analysts did not also project, that by 2018 we would have around 2.8% interest rates in the US. So something to consider, something that will batter our markets down, but it's something generally good for the US economy. So next, another key item that's happening now is the IPO of the IPO of Shakeys. Shakeys Pizza. I posted a video about it just a couple of days ago, showing the pros and cons of the IPO. But so far, the stock is currently up 7.99% at 12.16 pesos per share. So it's quite the market has received it quite well in a time where there's negative sentiment in the market in general, where the Fed released results already, gave their interest rate hike. So congratulations to people who bought. Your stock is now up 8%, 7.99%. For those who would like to use technicals when you'd like to come in, once a chart starts to develop further, allow me to give more analysis on this on the technical analysis level. But at the end of the day, Shakeys is a great brand. A lot of Filipinos love it. They love the food. So it's consumption driven. So we can expect also earnings probably to increase through the years because of our consumption-driven state that our country is in right now. So that's the second thing. So the third thing is the PSEi. I mentioned this, that this adds further fuel to a market that's still bearish. As what I mentioned also before, that if the market fails to hold 6.9 or around 7,000, we can still expect movement downward for the market on I guess on a shorter perspective, on a short to mid-term perspective. Should this downward trend continue, we could possibly see the market drop to around 760, which is its short-term support, to around the lowest probably would be around 6,670. So it could go down to around 6,760 to around 6,660. After that, allow me to update you should the markets fail to hold from those levels. So again, if it might bounce at 6,760 or 6,660. Should it not, we might expect bigger declines in the market as a whole. So for the short, mid to long term, the market though is relatively bearish as well. So let me give you a couple of updates on some of the top stocks. I'm creating another video for stocks by request for all of you, but I'll just post probably 5 or 7 stocks for this Facebook Live session. First is you have a lot of people asking about Ayala Land. Ayala Land has been pummeled also a bit over the past few days. I mentioned in some of the videos that I made that there's a resistance at around 34, 35 pesos per share. That if that was broken, it would have brought Ayala Land to around 37 pesos per share. But now, since another support level at around 32 did not hold, we might see another downward movement for Ayala Land to around 31 to as low as around back to 30 pesos per share. So on a position trader perspective, the stock is still bearish. No buy signals yet. For those who want to make a quick punt and try to take advantage of the oversold levels that we're seeing, just watch the stock somewhere near 30 and look at your RSIs to allow you to buy at oversold levels for the stock. Next is, let me look at STI. This was a stock also requested. STI is still relatively bullish in all fronts after the bounce from 0.9. We have no sell signal yet for STI. So for those who bought at the bounce at 0.9 or at the breakout of 0.95, the stock is still in play. You can still hold on to your positions for the stock. I'll update you more when we have more when more developments will happen with the stock. So for both quick and position traders, no sell signal yet. Then let's look at SMC, one of the favorites from those who attended our Stock Smarts Singapore session. Okay, for those who are following SMC, after the stock broke out from 81 and 85 respectively, it's now trying to form a resistance at around 99 or 100 pesos per share. So for quick traders, if it's evident that we fail to see a breakout from 100, you may also consider to lock in profits there, or if it breaks below 96 pesos per share. For position traders, we have no sell signal yet. I give you a hold signal for the stock over this period of time. So next stock is Jollibee. Jollibee, the stock is trying to form a support at around 207 pesos per share. Over the midterm though, over the long term, the stock is still bearish. No buy signals yet for position traders. But we're seeing, for those who would like to make quick punts, whenever the stock hits 207 and it bounces off of that, you may consider it as a buy signal for quick punts only, for quick traders, and a quick sell at around 218 pesos per share for the stock. So again, for position traders, this is something you avoid. For quick traders, watch for the oversold levels at, and every time it hits the support at 207 pesos per share. So interesting days. By the way, while the chart is loading, I'd like to invite everyone for our final event for the year, stocks, the top 10 stocks for 2017. It's not going to be me who's going to be the speaker, but I invited a fund manager, a hardcore fundamental analyst, and also a macroeconomist to give you their views on what they believe is the top 10 stocks for 2017. Again, the goal there is not for you to follow what they're saying, but to study the merit and to study the logic on why they are believing those stocks are worth looking at. So we're going to tickle the brains of our guests this Saturday. And by the way, tomorrow I'll be in Cebu for a quick talk there. So for kababayans in Cebu, I'll see you tomorrow. And then Saturday, Stock Smarts Manila in City Grand Garden Hotel. Double Dragon is still pretty much bearish. We have an avoid signal in all fronts for the stock. I said this over and over again, 36 is very, very crucial for Double Dragon. If it fails to stay above 36, the stock may drop even lower to around 25 pesos per share. So the next support level, if 36 does not hold, will be around 25. Should 36 hold, you may see the stock move from 36 to 40. So that's the progression of Double Dragon over this period of time. And then let's look at BDO. Again, another highly requested stock from a lot of our subscribers. BDO is still relatively bullish over the midterm. So why am I saying this? Position traders, you may still consider to hold your stock. Should it drop around 110 or 108, that might be a decision point for you to start taking profits. We have a relatively strong support at around 108 pesos per share at around 110. So if it holds 108, 110, you can hold. But if it breaks that, you can consider taking profits. For those who are quick trading, we have a support at around 111. A bounce from 111 could bring it to probably 116 to 120 pesos per share. But the quickest resistance that you have is around 116 pesos per share for this stock. So last stock, and then I'll give you more later on. Again, I'll create another video just for stocks by request. So I'll keep you updated soon when it will post. I think hopefully I get to make one by tomorrow. So let's see. I'll try to update you when I meet Cebu, when I make the videos. So EDC now just bounced up from a support of 5. The resistance is at 5.5. So for those who wanted, for those who would want to make quick trades, you may now take your profits for quick trades. Again, the bounce from 5, sell at around 5.5. So as the stock failed to break the resistance there, you may now start to take profits. For position traders, EDC is still an avoid at this point in time. It has to break around 5.8 pesos per share before it fully breaks out into something bigger and better for the stock. And lastly, bonus is GT Capital. GT Capital just bounced from the support at around 1,120 is what we mentioned in the previous videos that we made. However, it formed a resistance at around 1,880. So as long as it does not break 1,880 for those making quick trades, continue to take profits at around 1,800 to 1,280 pesos. As we have a larger amount of selling, we have a larger amount of resistance at that point in time. So for position traders, we have no buy signal yet. Just stay away from the stock. For quick traders, sell at around 1,280. The buy signal is at 1,120. Could bump to around 280 pesos per share. So that's a recap of those stocks. Again, all of these videos will be uploaded soon, not just here in Facebook, but also in YouTube. And I'll make another video for stocks by request, which will be in my YouTube page. So watch out for stocks by request video in YouTube. I guess that's all for now. See you all in our next event. So as what I always say, the heart of stock sports is to create a greater conviction for Filipinos that they get to invest well and be profitable in the stock market. So trade well, trade strong, and trade smart. Thank you all.